America.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Doom49 here, bringing you a little post commentary on Bad Company 2, and I got a lot to talk to you guys about because I have been playing Battlefield 3 for the longest time since it came out, and now I'm getting back into Bad Company 2, giving you guys those commentaries because a lot of you guys have been asking me for this, so I hope you guys can get something out of this. And actually, you know what? Some of the tips I'm going to be giving you guys in this commentary will actually apply to Battlefield 3, and the only reason I'm doing it in Bad Company 2 is not, I mean, well, yeah, one for you guys want to hear a commentary in Bad Company 2, and number two is really that Bad Company 2 was the game I started for pretty much the Battlefield series. So it's kind of like going to your roots and working off your roots, and what I'm about to tell you guys is something that you should have at your roots of playing first-person shooter. So if that's too complicated to understand, let me just get into it and maybe it'll make more sense. But before I get into the commentary talking about that, I need to get this out here because every freaking Battlefield video I see on YouTube or Modern Warfare video I see on YouTube, people are always criticizing one game or the other, and this debate needs to end. And the reason being is you can't compare Modern Warfare 3 to Bad Company or Battlefield, that is. Any of those games you just can't compare because Modern Warfare is an arcade shooter and Battlefield is completely different. It's more of your teammates, and you're playing with your teammates, you're winning with your teammates. So it's two different gameplays. Now, talking about Battlefield 3 compared to Modern Warfare, I mean compared to Bad Company 2, you can and you can't compare them. The only reason I say this is because you can compare them based off of the fact that they're Battlefield games, but you can't compare them because first of all, one's 64 players and one's 32 players, and the major thing that's different is Bad Company 2 is running off of a really simple Frostbite engine. It's gone through the test of time, it's a perfect engine, it's got the bugs out of it, the major bugs that is, and it runs really smooth, and it's been balanced. The game's been balanced to hell. It's been out for a year, so it's been, or more than a year actually, and it's been balanced really well. But Battlefield 3 just came out recently. You guys really can't compare it, and it's running on a whole new Frostbite engine. So how can you guys compare it? You know, there's like going to be a ton of bugs. It's a whole new different game compared to like all the features that they've added, things that they got to do, and they got a lot of balancing to do. You know, they got a lot of bugs to fix, a lot of balancing. Completely different game. But if you guys want my opinion right now, Bad Company 2 is amazing. It's a better game. It's better than Battlefield 3. Simple as that. But don't get me wrong here. Over time, in time, with the patches they're going to do to Battlefield 3, I guarantee you, without a doubt in my mind, that Battlefield 3 will be a better game than Bad Company 2, and it's that simple. Now, I'm going to get into this commentary and talk to you guys about this, because I've noticed a lot of people don't do this for some reason. Maybe it's just in the back of my head, and this is going back to what I started my commentary with, talking about going to your roots. Well, the first thing you ever need to do is pay attention to your environment, no matter where the hell you are. So pay attention to the map, pay attention to how it's designed, and look at this part. First thing I do, I spawn my teammate, I go right up this area on the hill, and I start using the upper ground. Now I do get a little bit out of bounds, but I can run back inbounds. Why do I do this? Well, I get the upper ground. I can see the enemy above me, or actually on the same level as me, and the enemy below me. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you are on the lower ground and you're looking up, it's a lot harder for you to take out the enemy because hell, they can take you out a lot easier. I don't know. I've just noticed this over time. When you're on the lower ground, you are pretty much on the lower ground. You're not going to win that battle. An enemy on the upper ground has a better chance of beating you. So know your environment. The other thing going on, talking about knowing your environment, you guys will see it in here, is use your environment. And by use your environment, I mean first thing you want to do when you get into the game is pay attention to what you can hide behind to take cover to. So don't just run out in the open, get shot like crazy, and then you can't even hide behind anything. Because you need that cover for when you need to reload, drop yourself some ammo, or drop yourself a health pack, or hell, even be near a teammate that can drop it for you. So pay attention to that environment and what you can use for cover. Now pay attention to this part. Watch what I do. I use the stairs as my cover to take out these enemies. Now look at this. I take these guys out. Notice another guy that was spotted go onto the other side, and look at that, take him out nicely. So like I said, pay attention to your environment and keep an eye on it. That's what you got to do. Now the other thing is, number two, so that's number one. You can actually use this for any game you play, is using your environment. Now number two is pay attention to your teammates, where the heck they're at. Now you can easily do this by communicating, saying, hey, cover my back, I'll cover this way. You guys probably see it a lot in my live streams or in my videos that I post up. But if you can't do that, because I noticed a lot of you guys can't, and in Bad Company 2, generally I never have teammates to play with, so I just play on my own. So like I said, if you can't do that, what you want to do is instantly pay attention to where they're at. So by you knowing where they're at, you're going to know where to place yourself to cover what they don't have. So it really ends up being this massive teamwork happening here, and you're ending up being a skilled player simply by, number one, knowing your environment, and number two, knowing where your teammates at. So you can cover their back, they can cover yours, just by you knowing exactly what they're covering. So pay attention here. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is really your class, your role as your player in a class in Battlefield, because this is the Battlefield series, and this is why you really can't compare it to Modern Warfare, because in my opinion, as far as I know, Modern Warfare is really, every class is pretty much the same. They just go out and frag and kill. I haven't really played the game. That's as much as I can say, and as much as I know. But talking about the Battlefield, you really have to know your class. I mean, engineer, he's the guy who has to be repairing, so you got to be near those vehicles if there are any. Generally, my team's blown up every single vehicle. My alarm's going off in the background. I apologize for that. But what I need to tell you guys about playing your class is really support class, drop the health pack. Medic class, drop the health. I mean, Jesus Christ. Medic class, drop the health pack. Support class, drop the ammo. Engineer, be ready to repair. And generally, engineer has the light machine guns. So, yeah, or submachine gun, that is. So you want to be in the area close up to take out the enemy. So really, if generally the weapons act the same, the rate of fire, what you want to do in a close range situation, you just want to unload as many bullets as you can and spray. Medium range situation, you want to burst. And long range situation, you want to tap. And you can see it right here, I'm tapping to take out the enemy. But like I've mentioned this in many of my videos, you really want to aim at the head to do it. And something I've noticed, I don't know if you guys see it here, sometimes I end up tapping close range. And the reason being is I've noticed through every game I've played first-person shooter for some reason, when you get those random lag spikes when you're fighting an enemy and you're going, you know how I said spray at close range to take out the enemy. Sometimes I've noticed that when I spray close range, my bullets are missing. So if something happens in the code of the game when you lag and it misses. So what you want to do is when that happens, start tapping, and it'll actually make it register, because for some reason it always registers the first bullet, but then after that it'll miss if you're lagging. But if you do tap tap tap, it's going to constantly register as first. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got a little clip at the end of this for you guys to see. I think, yeah, here's the score for you guys. So look at that, 25-9, high KD, but it's not about the KD, it's about the score. And anyway, guys, here's a little clip at the end of this for you to see. Check it out, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you around.
Yeah, I see that a lot. What's up with heavy and me? Damn it, my scores are on left. No. Don't talk to say what, okay? Aw, all good stuff. Oh my god! Did I steal my objective?